Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
It's been a little second since I did a live stream, so I'm hype about this. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. I see y'all.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school.
Yeah. It's your guy who is never lying, sometimes defiant, TP Way the Giant. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, man. We have a couple of things, man, that I couldn't wait to discuss with y'all. Listen, man, we going back to the basics, man. We are back to the basics. There's a lot of just good New York Giant energy that I'm feeling right now that you know, got me on that hopium train, man. I'm not even going to hold y'all, you know. So we're going to talk about a couple of things, man. Let's get this intro kicked off, and then we're not going to be up here long anyway, man, but we definitely got something to talk about. So let's go. Let's do it.
I felt there was no better athlete on that field than me. I was the best athlete on the field, and in order to win, you have to beat me. If you can't beat me, then you can't win.
I tell you right now, you know everybody gonna watch this ass whip my foot on you, right?
It's your guy who is never lying, sometimes defiant. It's a way to shine.
Both feet down on the ground, and then it came out of the pile. This ball's thrown and Tyree. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
Sometimes defiant.
Lobs it, Boris alone, touchdown New York.
Iman Perry says the defiant. TP, man, most definitely Giant salute to Iman Perry. I see you, my guy, Clinton Jones, like always, man, saying what up in the chat, man. Giant salute to Clinton Jones.
Good, baby.
Nemar, I see you, man. Giant salute to Nemar. He says, bro, do you think Knicks look at Johnny Bryant? Listen, man, I am not the Knicks guy, unfortunately. I'm sorry I can't provide you with this answer. I am not the Knicks guy, but I can lead you to the Knicks guy. You know, here on the Aboriginal Sports Network, you can get with Man Cave. He could tell you about that. You could get with my man Born for Sports. He can tell you about that. That's not really my field. But what I can say about the Knicks though is, you know, with Thibodeau being fired, a lot of people are kind of up in the air. They kind of question whether that was the right move. Some people kind of agree that it was time for him to go. They kind of, blame the loss first the Pacers on him. What I can say is, Coach Dable, if you don't get shit right this season, you will be following suit. You will be following suit. But the only difference between Coach Dable and Tibbs is that Tibbs, he could be at another head coaching job. He could grab another head coaching job. Coach Dable, yeah. I don't know. Maybe, but damn sure maybe not. But listen, man, I want to kick this off, man. As you can see, the title of this live stream is Back to the Basics. Back to the basics. One thing that I've been peeping that I like that we are doing is we bringing some heavy hitters, man. We bringing some giant legends to speak to this team. And I've already put out a video, how I felt about, the Lawrence Taylors of the world and Justin Tuck, speaking and dropping some key gems, man. But the list goes on. I can't give everybody the same credit because I'm not going to hold y'all. I forgot who it was, but it was somebody I was listening to the other day, right? And he was like talking about how being a pro and being a professional are two different things. Maybe I'm tripping and I could be completely off. So y'all let me know. But bro, I thought a pro and a professional were the same thing. I thought pro was literally short for professional. So that just goes into what I say. Like, I'm going to be real with you. I don't always make it a thing or make it a point to say something about, every giant legend that speaks to the team, because I ain't going to lie. Some of them I feel a certain way about. But there are some, like my man Iman Perry is saying, like Justin Tuck, he was speaking the truth. He was speaking the truth. He says, I love seeing the legends come back. Yeah, like Lawrence Taylor, he was dropping some gems for sure. Clinton, I see you. Odo Anderson, yeah, that's who it was. Odo Anderson. And, he reminded me of my grandfather, though, man. But I'm not trying to knock it. I'm just saying there's certain people that when they talk, it just hits a little different, is what I'm saying. But, I'm still feeling some type of way about the Mike Sturhands of the world, I'm still feeling some type of way. I think Brandon Jacobs came to rock with the team. Brandon Jacobs, I don't know if y'all peep, but even him, on Twitter, he was kind of one of those like Eagle defenders. And listen, I don't care what anybody say. I don't care about what status of a giant legend that you are, man. That whole acting like you a part-time Eagle, I don't care. I don't rock with none of that shit. I ain't like it when Strahan was doing it. I'm not liking it when Brandon Jacobs was doing it. And that shit, I'm not letting that shit slide. I'm not letting that shit slide. So I'm keeping names. Everybody who was doing that, y'all on my bad side right now, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. And this fan base, we gotta do something about that, man. Because this shit is sad. Like what they don't even realize is they got people, that are fans of this division, like clowning me for that shit. And what can I really say? You can't have a giant legend out here, man, misrepresenting the squad. I don't care who gets on that Eagle roster. There should be never a case where a giant legend is wanting for an Eagle victory at any point in time. There should be never a point where a giant legend is rooting for an Eagle, Cowboy, Commander push for nothing. And for Michael Strahan to be waving the flag, I know a lot of people, that just came and went for a lot of people, but that shit still sit wrong with me, man. I can't even get that picture out of my head, man. Not Michael Strahan, man. Come on, man. So anyway, I know I'm all over the place, but I'm just, yeah, man. That shit don't sit right with me at all. But anyway, Speaking of Giant legends, man, and just this whole theme of thing, we're just getting back to the basics. One of the things that we seen, man, a video that was put out was Odell Dirty Beckham. Y'all see me rocking a jersey. I'm going to be rocking it all day because I have a stream, which I'm going to talk about in a second. I have another stream with Sneaky G. That's going to be later tonight, and you don't want to miss that one because that is a good conversation. But anyway, Odell Beckham, I believe it's in an interview. I just seen a clip of it, but he just speaks about him never. And he puts a emphasis on never wanting to leave the Giants, man. Come on, man. I love that. I love that. See, Odell Beckham, I want y'all to separate Odell Beckham from what, Saquon Barkley is. See, Odell Beckham, I always have a certain level of respect, man, for everything that Odell Beckham did for the New York Giants, man. And I'm not even going to hold you. When I seen that clip, I felt that. I felt that. Because if you know what that time was, man, when Odell was running shit. We never wanted to see Odell leave, man. And a lot of times that's what happens with Giant fans, man. Sometimes we could get spoiled. Sometimes we get a generational talent and we take it for granted. And then when they leave and you look back at it, pause, super pause. But it just hits different. And Odell Beckham is one of those guys, man. But like I was saying earlier, shout out to my guy, Born for Sports, who I was just talking about a little earlier. If you want to talk Knicks, man, you get with Born for Sports, man. If any Knicks talk, get with this gentleman here, man. But yeah. Also, man, if you want to hop on, man, let me know, man. I'll put the link in the chat. Anyway, Sneaky G, man, is the stream that I'm going to be on later tonight, man. And we having this conversation as to the top 100. No, I said 100. I'm tripping. The top 20 New York Giants of all time. The top 20 New York Giants of all time. Now, I want to ask y'all, please comment in the chat because I want to know, is it me? Am I tripping? Because everybody who I was on the panel with thinks otherwise. But I have Odell Beckham sitting at the 10 slot in my top 20. A lot of people, matter of fact, everybody who I was on the panel with last night, they had Victor Cruz over Odell Beckham. Do y'all agree with that? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. If you were creating a top 20 all-time New York Giant list, are you putting Victor Cruz over Odell Beckham? Now, all respects to Victor Cruz. All respects to Victor Cruz. This is not to dim the light of anybody. This is not the time to shit on anybody. This is really just the barbershop talk of things. We really bigging them up. Victor Cruz is the greatest underdog that we know, man, especially as a Giant fan. He is the epitome of determination, heart, somebody who may not have the biggest size, but is the biggest dog on the field at all times. Victor Cruz is a part of our Super Bowl winnings. So you can never discount that. I actually have Victor Cruz at my number 12 slot. I have Victor Cruz in my number 12 slot. But do you think that Victor Cruz is above Odell Beckham in the rankings? Now, Odell Beckham, man, let's talk about that. See, Odell Beckham, he is the dada of all of the receivers and shit that you seeing now. All of the dancing that you see at the top of the routes and all of that, the extra hip movement and stuff when they getting really freaky with these routes. Guess who is the father of all of that shit? Odell Dirty Beckham. And I think a lot of people forget that. A lot of people forget that. See, when Odell was playing, he was the show. He was the show. We depended on Odell to carry that offense, no matter who was on the field. He was the show. When you talk about impactability, like, okay, you got Victor Cruz, he hit you with the salsa. Yes. But don't forget when when he was hitting that whip, that what is it, the nene or whatever it's called, when don't forget, anytime Odell was in the end zone, you was looking at him like you would look at Terrell Owens. I see Iman saying Chad Ochocinco. What is he gonna do in the end zone? Because he was just that star power. Oh, and we don't even have to really talk about what the accolades. We don't even have to really talk about the accolades. I mean, that goes without saying. Everybody, well, I'm not gonna say everybody, but the youngins, they wanted the oodle and noodle styled hair after Odell. So anyway, I'm just saying, I really want to know, man, who do y'all have as far as the rankings? Now, my guy, Born for Sports, says 10. Damn, bro, that's a tough one. We've had a rich history. I think it depends on how old you are. And that is a fact. That is a fact. Everybody's list is definitely going to be different because of your age primarily and personal preference, but your age. So I know you, Jorge. Your knowledge goes back. So I know your list is gonna look different, and I yield to that. You know what I mean? I yield to that. When the OGs, start talking about these older guys and they throw them in the rankings, I just pretty much take that as a learning lesson right there, man. Because listen, I only know from watching throwbacks. I don't know from looking at these guys live. Only y'all could speak from that perspective. My guy Clinton says, I guess he's saying Odell is my 4th and 5th. Okay. Okay. Iman Perry says Chad Ochocinco. Born for Sports says, as far as talent and better overall player, Odell was better. As far as Giants legacy, it's Cruz. It's the Jeter versus A-Rod debate. Okay. I like how you put that. Odell is closer to the Hall of Fame than Cruz. And that's what I'm saying. And I'm going to be real with you. I mean, the fact that Victor Cruz legacy is what it is, and because of what he did in the Super Bowl, is why I feel like he deserves that around that 10, around that 12 range mark. That's why I would put Victor Cruz. Matter of fact, I'm going to give y'all my top 20 right here. I got Lawrence Taylor at 1, Michael Strahan at 2. If you keep doing that Eagle flag waving shit, I may have to move him down a couple slots. But I got Eli Manning at 3, Harry Carson at 4, Amani Toomer at 5, Tiki Barber at 6, Mark Bavaro at 7, Carl Banks at 8, Jeremy Shockey at 9, Odell Beckham at 10, Phil Simms at 11, Victor Cruz at 12, Rodney Hampton at 13, O.C. Umenor at 14, Plexico Burris at 15, Brandon Jacobs 16, Hakeem Nicks 17, Saquon is at 20, and at 18 and 19, I gotta think about 18. 19, I got Ahmad Bradshaw, but 18, I gotta think about that one, so I'm gonna skip that one. 18, I gotta think about that one. But that's my list. Anyway, we're gonna have a better conversation about this, man, tonight at 10 with Sneaky G-Man. So definitely tune into that. I'm gonna actually try to see if I could also stream that on my page, man, so y'all don't miss out and y'all know where to go. But yeah. That's it on that. Cam Scatterbo. His video that's came out with him being asked about different New York Giant legends, right? And they was putting up some just some true legends, man. Some and usually I'm not even gonna lie, when they do videos like that, a lot of times it really be testing your memory and you be like, oh man, I forgot about so and so, but I forgot the exact players, but I know, like, you know, it was like Calvin Johnson and like some just faces that I would say the typical Giant fan, I mean, not even just Giant fan, NFL fans would know. But anyway, Cam Scatterbo didn't know none of these dudes. He ain't know none of these dudes. Like, they was giving him layups, and Cam Scatterbo was just completely just off on that, man. I thought that shit was hilarious. And I think it was funny because he was being 100% like real. Like, he really didn't know who these guys were. And it also just reminds me of just, yo, I am clearly getting old. And I've reached Unk status. I have reached Unk status. I'm gonna play the clip real quick. Let me see. If I could all right, here we go. This is the clip I'm talking about right here. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
There's no way. When were you born?
2002.
He's an 02 baby. You just tell me you don't know who that is. Nah, this is making me sick, bro.
Wait, I feel like I know his face, but I don't know. I can't tell you his name.
One of the best receivers to ever play the game of football. He played for the Lions.
Can y'all hear it? Just want to make sure y'all
Is
good.
Megatron?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. No, I'm sick.
I thought he had a little bit more chocolate to him. I thought he was a little bit more darker than that.
More chocolate.
Yo, this is what I'm saying. Like, yo, he's being dead ass right now. He's being dead ass. He's like, oh, I thought he had a little more chocolate. Like, I feel like this is him in his natural state. Like, he is being dead ass right now.
Top one's Baker.
Yep.
Bottom one.
He recreated that picture from the bottom picture.
How you don't know who Brett Favre is, yo?
The bottom one's a quarterback too?
Yep.
I have no idea who that is.
Brett Favre. I don't know if you've heard of him.
That's long. I mean, I've heard of him, of course, but
man.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, that's.
He said, "Yo, that's long." Like, yo, that is crazy to me, man. That is wild. Like, I knew, like, okay, you know, these is guys, you know, who you would consider, like, you know, throwback, but I didn't think that it was this far gone, man. I just didn't know. I feel old as shit. We not knowing who Brett Favre and Megatron is.
I can see it now, but you just showed me an older picture of him. Yeah, for sure.
This is a little tough.
Is that?
I'm not gonna say everybody wouldn't guess this one right here. Everybody's not gonna know this one. So I wasn't really too, like, on his case about this one, but even still, man, like, and I'm not even saying that I'm the best at these, but I knew. Come on, I knew
That Megatron again?
No.
He said it's that Megatron again.
That's Golden Tate. It might be a little harder.
Yo, this is crazy.
Is this Cooks?
No.
Colston.
Damn, my best friend grew up a Saints fan too.
Last name starts with a C. Marquise Colston.
Colston. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Okay.
Now this one, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, again, I'm not saying that I'm the best in this, man, but how you not knowing Cam Chancellor? Oh, my God.
That should be, you grew up a Niners fan, right? Is that?
And that's VA, man. Two up, two down.
Probably one of your worst enemies as a Niners fan.
So he played on the Seahawks?
Yep.
He really don't know. Like, he's not
That ain't Bobby Wagner.
Nope. Legion of Boom.
He just throwing out black name. He just throwing out all
Safety.
the black people.
Oh
you can think of.
Chancellor.
Yep.
Yeah.
This last one, if you don't get it, like, I don't know what to say, bro.
Eagles.
This one
you
was
literally
the most
just brought him up
difficult
like
on the list.
10 minutes ago. You literally said
He
his
played
name.
defense or offense?
Offense.
Am I sure? Oh, it's Sproles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say.
Anyway, look, man, I like shit like that. Like, I like real authentic shit. Like, that wasn't scripted. That wasn't scripted. That was hilarious, man. And I thought that's dope content right there. That's dope content. But a lot of people, may read into that. A lot of people may be like, oh, how do you not know who that is? And does ain't blind. I don't really trip. I don't really trip at stuff like that because, I mean, it's an age gap, man. It's an age difference. You know what I mean? That don't got nothing to do with, his ability on the field. So I'm not one of those guys that's really gonna knock him. Now, I will say though, there gotta be somebody. There gotta be somebody that gotta put him up on game, man, and gotta put him on. But yeah. And I think Cam Scatterbo is gonna be like our newer version of like Jeremy Shockey, yo. I think he's gonna be our version of Jeremy Shockey. Just like the whole guy who who's gonna be the bruiser, the guy who's just gonna go head first, bring you all of the energy that you need, gonna bring the physicality, is gonna make big plays at big moments of the game. Like I got Cam Scatterbo being the new version of Jeremy Shockey. Let's see. I didn't even see this one, man. I wanna see what Brandon Jacobs was talking about.
Pride ourselves on being tough, physical, right? But another thing we really pride ourselves off of is taking accountability for when you mess up something, right? The same guy wearing the same jersey as me was able to correct me when I was wrong. If your teammate come run and jump on you for something, you got to take it. You got to put your ego aside and you got to take it and you got to get better. You got to get better every day. So what we always wanted to do here is we wanted to compete against the defense, and we wanted to hold each other accountable. But at the same time, we wanted to encourage each other. Just continue to encourage each other, continue to have the discipline. It got to mean something to you.
That's
It has to mean something to you. A lot of you guys worked hard to get to this point. You worked since you were 6 or 7 years old to get where you are now, right? Make every moment count. Physicality, hard hat, lunch pill, knowing that it ain't gonna be perfect, but don't get down when it's not perfect. Life is not perfect. I know a lot of you guys know that. A lot of you guys go in schools and have these same conversations. But we gotta get back to where we used to be. We gotta get back to where we used to be. And it's up to y'all. Like ultimately your coach can coach you and they can put you in a good situation. Y'all gotta go do that out there. Nobody else but y'all.
Yo, New York Giants on me. New York Giants on 3. 1, 2, 3. New York Giants.
Now look, y'all know what I just said about Brandon Jacobs, right? He a little on my bad side, but he was speaking some real shit, man. He was speaking some real shit, man. Flex line from Brandon Jacobs. That's real. And see, I like this, though. I like that Coach Dable is doing this. Back to the basics, baby. He is getting the Giant legends. Now, we just talked about, like, my top 20 list. Like, he is bringing back guys that is on that list, man, to look these guys in the faces and to hear it from their mouths, man. Telling these dudes what it takes to be great. And that's that, sometimes the messenger, bro, is needed. Like, you got to understand, man. Imagine, you going to a basketball tryout and you have Steph Curry coming to talk to you. It's going to hit different. It's going to hit different because the weight of everything that he's saying, that he, you know who that is. You know what he means to the game. So the fact that you have this Giant family coming back, man, I think it's dope. I think it's dope. You know what Brandon, you should know. I mean, again, like, You never know with these youngins, but you should know what Brandon Jacobs means to just New York Giant history. So when you're hearing it from a Giant legend like Brandon Jacobs, Otis Anderson, Lawrence Taylor, Justin Tuck, Michael Strait, like when you're hearing it from these guys, bro, the shit just hit different. They been where you trying to go. It hit different. So I love the fact that we doing this, man. And I don't know if y'all recall, but if you even think about like our Super Bowl that we had, that we won back in the day, and one of the key moments that the players spoke to was they had somebody, a veteran in the military, and I don't want to screw it up. Go do your own research. But they had him come speak to the team. And they said for everybody that was a turning point. And I just hope that this, that kind of theme of things is kind of happening with this team to where like, these messages, man, are being felt for real, man, because there's high expectation for these guys, man. I mean, they're just simply trying to get back to the basics. Even when you think about the identity of just like who this team like looks like on paper as of now, we getting back to that Giants defense, man. We getting back to that New York Giant defense. Offense, that's going to be what it's going to be. But as far as getting back to New York Giant shit, it's going to start and end with this defense. We going back to the basics, man, and I love it. So everybody could go ahead. Go ahead and grab every receiver that they can grab. Go ahead and get your running back. Go ahead and get these different components on the offensive line. But we are trying to prepare for that. We're trying to prepare for that. We're building a defense, man, that really brings back that New York Giant feel. And I love that shit, man. Funk Flex, I love that shit. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. What I be wanting to do is I'll be wanting like for y'all to take this like stroll with me on my Twitter/X and just scan the timeline or whatever, like to see what is what. But I ain't gonna lie, I be scared sometimes because like some crazy shit be popping up, and I ain't trying to mess myself up. What y'all think about this list right here? This is from Talking Giants right here. What y'all think about this list? Giants all quarter century team. What y'all think about this list? I'm looking at which is crazy is I looked straight to the cornerbacks for some reason. Usually I would go straight to the receivers, but I just looked straight to the cornerbacks because I think that's the most interest position. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie as your CB2, I would guess. So would you put? Okay, they have Corey Webster up there. Okay, never mind. Okay. I'm not too mad at this list. Shout out to Damon Snacks Harrison. I was talking about him as well the other day, man. A lot of people don't forget about Snacks. A lot of people forget about Snacks. Let me see. Born for Sports says, I'm so hyped for that Giants defense. Yeah, man. Iman Perry says, I'm taking out Beckham, putting in Plax. Ooh. Oh, yeah, this receiver. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, this receiver list is a little tricky right here. How are we taking? I can't take out Odell, man. I can't take out Odell. I don't know, man. I can't take out Odell, but yeah, you gotta have Plax. Respectfully, I'm taking out Hakeem Nicks. I'm taking out Hakeem Nicks, and I'm putting Amani Toomer. If you doing 3 receivers, I'm doing Odell, Cruz, and Amani Toomer. Plax, though, I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all, and if y'all know, man, I love Plax, man. I love Plex. That's like he's literally like one of my top 3 maybe New York Giants of all time. Like Plex is my guy, man. So I even hate to have to say this. I hate to even have to say this. But if I was like a general manager and I had to create a team, One for Sports says, don't like seeing Tuck and OC not there. Antrell Rose should be there too. Let me see. At the safety position, right? Now, Xavier McKinney at free safety, Landon Collins at that strong safety spot. Landon Collins, are you going to put him over Antron Rowe? Nah, I feel you. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. I feel you on that one. But let me see. 2 months. He said, oh, all century team. Yeah, this is all century team. All quarter century team. Let me see. What else? Yeah, DNs. Yeah, Michael Strahan, Jason Pierre-Paul, Snacks, Lawrence Taylor, Antonio Pierce. I don't know, man. I don't know if that receiver conversation is the real conversation right there. That's the real conversation. And you know who I'm going to throw in the honorable mention list, man, for the CB room? I'm going to throw out Janoris Jenkins, man, as an honorable mention. I'm going to throw out my guy Janoris Jenkins. Like if his run was just a little bit longer, man, he'll be knocking on that door for sure. But all right, let me go. See, like I could do this all day, man. I be wanting to chop it up with y'all, and this is just stuff that I see on Twitter, and I be wanting to do this, man. I just got to make sure no crazy shit be popping on up here and making me look wild. Jay Ferry says Jack Rabbit was the only elite CB we had in 30 years. That's a fact, man. A lot of people forget. Born for Sports says Jenkins was clamps in 2016. Facts. Let me see what Tibbs put right here. Let me see.
I ain't got nothing for you, man. It's just time to work. What it's gonna take? Do what you gotta do, man. Put this on the line and play for your brother. No, sir.
Come on now. That's setting the edge right there.
JP, let's keep playing poise. Hey, you ready for me? Hit our edges right here.
Y'all say what y'all want, man. I'm excited for Kayvon, man.
No good. Hey, that's a great team win. I ain't got nothing for you, man.
Let's go. That's one of my guys, man, and I'm super. That's one of my guys that I'm super excited for this year, man. Tibbs. That is for sure. All right, let me get off X, man, because I'll do this shit all day. Let me get out of here. Let me see. I got a couple notes, man. OTAs, man. Let's do real quick, man. OTAs. All right. There's some standouts. There's some good things that is going on. You know, again, I've already said this. I already put this out there. When it comes to OTAs, I don't really deep dive. I don't really try to overhype shit that happens on OTAs. But, you know, there are some things that you could say is headed towards the right direction, at least. We could at least speak to that. And I'm going to start here with Dane Belton. Now, I've been somebody who's criticized Dane Belton, you know, and I'm still not going to, you know, overhype Dane Belton, because my issue with Dane Belton is his lack of just tackling ability. I've seen him just go out there and just be completely soft when it comes to just, you know, stopping the run. And so when the pads are brought out, I want to see all of this Dane Belton type conversation as well. But on the other side of it, I have to give him credit as to being one of the better ball hawks when it comes to the secondary. Now, I'm trying to see this secondary see ball and go get ball. I'm not trying to go into another situation where we are at the bottom of the list when it comes to interceptions. Nah, man, I'm trying to go cause turnovers. I'm trying to go complement the pressure that this defensive line is putting on quarterbacks. I need this secondary to do their job, man. So I got to give credit to Dane Belton for, seeming like he was one of the better ball hawks on this team, just as of right now. On his 11 team periods, he's coming up with interceptions and stuff like that. That's a good sign for Dane Belton. That's a good sign for Dane Belton. Now, we didn't have many interceptions even last year, but you know who was one of the guys that had them? Dane Belton. Dane Belton. And it was an impressive one at that. Unfortunately, I mean, it's whatever now, but it was in the Colts game, but it was a good play. It was a good play. Tyler Nubin, Javon Hollins, they also had some interceptions, which is just all good signs leading to my point, man. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear things like that, man. I want to hear this secondary turning up and getting some interceptions on the stat OTA sheet. So I like that. My man Jay Ferry says Dane Belton is total Mike Tyson zone, man. He could get 5 picks or give up 5 TDs or be a healthy scratch. Nothing can surprise me on him anymore. That's a fact. I'm with you on that. I'm with you. Of course, we got to talk about Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt is going to be brought up all off season. But I'm going to be real with you, man. There ain't really too much Jalen Hyatt can really do in this off season to really move my stance on where I am at. Because we have seen this before. And not just with Jalen Hyatt, just with other players. We have just seen where Jalen Hyatt is getting attention from the media and training camps. He's making one-hand catches. He seems like he is heavily involved in these team periods during training camp. And then what did last season show us? The complete opposite. So when it comes to Jalen Hyatt, long story short, we just got to fucking see, man, what is it going to be when the season gets here? Like, yes, I like seeing the deep shots, Russell Wilson connecting with Jalen Hyatt down the field. I always love those type videos, those type clips. But all in all, it's just not going to change my stance, and it's not going to bring me more comfort until we get to week 1 and I actually see some game production from a Jalen Hyatt. Game production. So that's just really the whole Jalen Hyatt story. A Malik Neighbors update. Dan, this is from Dan Solomon here. He says, after finishing his work on the side as he rehabs a toe issue, Malik Neighbors has been positioning himself behind the offense with the quarterbacks and coaches. He sticks his head into the huddle to hear the play calls and then is often talking to the quarterbacks between reps. He is still engaged even if he is not participating in the competitive periods, which I absolutely love, man. I absolutely love this because everybody needs to understand, these aren't mandatory situations here, man. I mean, we are 5 days into ODAs. We're at the halfway mark, but it is super vital. And I don't want people to be thinking like this is just something that is just like, oh, well. But it is super vital just to have the faces in the building. Just to have the faces in the building to me is important. So if you really think about it from the perspective of us being behind the 8 ball, we can't afford to have anybody, out of OTAs, out of training camp, missing any days. Justin Tuck kind of spoke to this. Every single day counts. So I like the fact that, Malik Neighbors is here. I don't really care too much about him participating in OTAs or not right now. Training camp, when that comes, that will be more of a story. I don't give a damn about what Malik Neighbors does in OTAs per se. You know, that timing and all that stuff, I have no worries that they will get together. They would get that together, you know, but I just like the fact that he is being as effective as he can be while being on the sideline. You know, he's in the faces of these quarterbacks and he's, you know, in these huddles and things like that. I'm not mad at it. Because if you know how Malik Neighbors plays, he's one of those guys that like he don't really think about his body. Pause. Like he just goes ball and sees ball, and he got to do whatever he got to do to go get it. So I think it's fine that he can sideline for a little bit. Like even if you think about when the Pro Bowl happened last year, right? Like he was out there, like he was really out there going up, you know, for like jump balls and shit. So that's just this style of play. We love it. We need that. And I'm not mad at him for sitting on OTAs for that. Ghost Dog, Big Talk says, peace and salute, TP Way, man. Giant salute to my dog, Ghost Dog. Listen, man, I just peeped a video of yours. I think it was last night. Man. Keep up the good work, man. Make sure you all are tuning in to my dog, Ghost Dog, man, who was putting his footprint in the content creator game, man. That was dope, man. I like what you're doing over there, man. I like what you're doing over there. Shout out to Ghost Dog. My man Mosley, I see, says salute to all the Giant fans in the building. That is a fact. Giant salute to all the Giant fans that is in the building. My man Jed Ferry says, drop the link, Ghost Dog. Please, yes, please do that for me, man. Ghost Dog, go ahead and comment your link, man. Please comment the link below. Damn, what was I about to say? Man Cave, another one who I shouted out earlier, man. This is another one that everybody who's speaking, you know, who wants to hear about the Knicks, Neymar, I heard you earlier. If you want to talk Knicks talk, visit my guy, the Man Cave, man. The Man Cave says, yo, what's good, bro? Y'all smash that like button, like, subscribe, and share on all social media platforms. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Man Cave. I appreciate you for that. Yeah, and let me speak to that real quick. Let's keep this engagement going, man. I have been hustling and bustling, trying to be as consistent as I know how to be, man. Let's go ahead and subscribe to TP Way the Giant YouTube channel. Also, make sure you subscribe to the Aboriginal Sports Network so that you don't just get me, but you get different perspectives. You get a variety of different sports and content at one place. So make sure you do that as well, man. But yeah, we gotta get these subscribes popping off, man. Again, we are still on the road to 1,000. We are still on the road to 1K subscribers. We're taking our strides, man. I appreciate y'all for the engagement, just liking the streams, you know, liking the videos and things like that. I appreciate y'all for that because y'all definitely show out when it comes to that. But make sure y'all like this stream as well, man, because we out here. We staying busy. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got, man. All of this is kind of like miscellaneous stuff, man. Dexter Lawrence, again, I know I said this before, but I'm going to go ahead and stamp this, man. Dexter Lawrence definitely looked like he gained some weight. Now, I can't say that is either a negative or a positive. You know, we would just have to see. He's already big as shit as it is, but I looked at him again, and I could definitely see, like, yeah, Dex gained some weight. Hopefully that is to our benefit. It's already crazy how big Dexter Lawrence is just as a human being, man. So maybe that just makes it more difficult for him to, you know what I mean, for him to be contained, man. But hey, listen, I can't knock Dex for anything. Have y'all peeped the treasure chest, like, turnover prop? Like, I guess what happens is if you get a pick, fumble, or something like that, or any type of turnover, you get the treasure chest and you open it. I'm not even sure what's inside of it, but I seen a mention on it on X and Twitter That's cool. That's cool. At least we like. I appreciate all of the type of sauce, man, that we just add into this team in general, man. Because we have been one of the most like sauce-less teams in the league for quite some time. So I'm taking it all in pause. But like I'm with the treasure chest shit. I'm with Jackson Dart, adding sauce. I'm with Cam Scatterbo, adding sauce. Like I'm with all of that. So, hey, I welcome it all. Just hopefully we could see a lot, of the treasure chest shit happening during the season, man. What else do I got? Oh, yes. This is another thing. So, if y'all can remember, man, one point in time I was labeling this live stream the Giant Huddle. I was labeling it the Giant Huddle. I did not know that there were other giant huddles in the New York Giant, content creating space. And they had the name first. I honestly did not know. But once I peeped it, once it was brought to my attention, I do not at all want to step on the toes of those gentlemen that is also just putting out official and dope, work in itself. So I got rid of the whole Giant Huddle, name for the live streams. But I'm going to give y'all some homework, man. If y'all could help me out, man. Help your guy out. I need a new name for our live streams, man. We hear, there's the Giant Conversations that is out here. But my man NYG22, you got, Giants, Late Night Talk by Big Dash, who has his super dope live streams. You got the Giant Huddle that I just peeped. So you got those are just examples. I need an official name for our live streams over here at TP Way the Giant, man. And I want y'all to come up with the name, man. I want y'all to come up with the name so that we can build off of that. And that it is something that I know that was created from, what we built over here. But yes, I need a new name for our live streams. Help me out, please. Get into y'all creative bags. And then we'll get that, popped off. That's pretty much, it. I will say this. I will end the stream by saying these last 2 points. I think this fan base has spoken that we are good without a Kyle Pitts. We are good without a Kyle Pitts. And I like the fact that we are all pretty much on the same page of wanting Eric Bellinger and the Theo Johnson to have their light shine, man. Because, I already put out a video about this, but we know as Giant fans who was tuned in, we know that we have tight ends on this roster that are capable. And we want to see their just due. We don't want a situation to where another player goes somewhere else and they go shine. And then it's looked at like, oh, okay, where was this at when he was with the Giants? Nah, I ain't trying to have no more of that shit. I want to see what Theo Johnson and Eric Bellinger can do with us while we have them now. Giant salute to my man Matty Betts. He says Pitts just seems like a Waller 2.0. That is a fact, and I'm scared of that. I am petrified of that. And we should stay away from anything that reminds us of such. So yeah, I'm trying to do away with that. I actually agree with you on that point. I actually agree with you. Nah, I'm good on that. I've seen enough from Theo Johnson to where I could confidently say I can rock with Theo. I've seen enough from Eric Bellinger to where I can confidently say I'm good with Eric Bellinger. And my man Fadone, don't forget him, our 7th round draft pick who has some upside, man, to him. I've been kind of doing my homework on him because I wasn't familiar with him when we drafted him. But he is a big body boy, big size target. So if things pan out, he is another one that I will feel confidently with going into the season. So when it comes to just tight ends, man, I'm good. I'm good. You know, if you want to add anything to this roster, said on this offensive side of the ball, go get a receiver or something. Go get a receiver or something. And this is not a knock on Darius Slayton. This is not a knock on him at all. I'm one of the guys that thinks that Darius Slayton is definitely a number 2 wide receiver. And he is a good one at that. I think he is underrated. I think there are some people who kind of know, who know what it is. But Darius Slayton is a guy that I stand behind, I'm going to stand with, and I can go to war with Darius Slayton with no problem. But the thing is, Malik Neighbors and Darius Slayton need, I'm not going to say definitively, but I believe that they could use some help. Could use some help. We talked about Jalen Hyatt, but again, with Jalen Hyatt being such that big question mark, I don't know, man. I just don't know. Now, hypothetically, if you bring in somebody like a Gabe Davis, the only reason on why I'm speaking about a Gabe Davis or a what's my man name? I'm having a brain freeze. From the Bears. Y'all know who I'm talking about. God damn, I don't know how I'm having a complete brain freeze, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Any of these names that we bringing in, like, only reason or why I would speak to them in that number 2 wide receiver, that number wide receiver 2 light is because, that's just who they are, man. We not gonna act. Keenan Allen, thank you, man. Keenan Allen, shout out to my guy Booth, man. Keenan Allen. So we can't act like if we don't get it to Keenan Allen that he not gonna be a number 2 wide receiver on this roster. You know what I mean? So that's it. No shot at Darius Slayton at all. I can rock with Darius Slayton. I'm good with the Darius Slayton. But if we could get some help in that receiver position, I'm with it. Jamel Booth says, how you feel about Dart and who do you think will start? Well, first, Dart is someone I believe if Coach Dable is the guy that everyone say he is, then I believe that Dart is going to be somebody who can walk in the shoes of a Josh Allen is. I'm gonna go ahead and put it there, man. I think if Jackson Dart is the guy that people are leading me to believe, then he could be that. But as I stand right now, it's just a big question mark that I have on a Jackson Dart. I just got to see more, man. I got to see what he just looks like. Preseason will tell me a lot. And right now, I think that he's just somebody who just needs just some more developing, man, and just needs to sit behind Russ. I think I know Russ is going to be the starter. I think Russ should be the starter, and I think Russ should be the focal point for us this season. Now, Jackson Dart, next year or whatever the case may be, I'll be ready, to rock out with Jackson Dart. But I think right now the best thing to do, the safest thing to do, the smartest thing to do is for us to rock with Russell Wilson. Simple as that. And hopefully Russell Wilson can be the guy that I think that he can be. For those who know, who've been tuned in to me this offseason, they should know I wanted Shedeur Sanders. And Shedeur Sanders is actually looking good over there, man. He's actually looking good over there. They say, he is really, making his presence felt over there with the Browns. And the same thing here, man. Jackson Dart is doing the same thing here. And it's not to, really, knock anybody. But, for those who know, I wanted a Shedeur Sanders. I'm hoping, it is my hope, that Jackson Dart, Coach Dable, Joe Shane, that they proved me completely wrong, and they shut me up. They shut me up. And to be honest with you, it's not even from a competitive standpoint. I don't even need Jackson Dart to be better than Shedeur Sanders. I just need Jackson Dart to be a problem. I need Jackson Dart to be our official franchise quarterback. I need Jackson Dart to be that guy. If Shedeur Sanders is a better quarterback than Jackson Dart, I can live with that if Jackson Dart is still what we need him to be over here with the Giants. So, I mean, that's just pretty much, that on that. Jay Ferry's throwing out some names here I see. He says, Big Blue Gathering. Blue Bayou Pod. Ooh. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. Big Blue Redezovis. I don't know. I don't know. I ain't even going to keep trying to embarrass myself trying to pronounce that. But Blue Bayou Pod. Okay. I'm picking up what you putting down. My man Iman Perry says, I need him to be better than Daniel Jones. Well, I'm not gonna put the bar that low. We need better than that. All of the, Daniel Jones has already received all of the, the blame. He was crucified. We kicked him up out of here. So if we're getting Coach Dable's guy, which Jackson Dart is Coach Dable's guy, make no mistake about it. We ain't setting the bar that low. I need him to be undoubtedly, completely better than the Daniel Jones. I need him to be up there, with a Bo Nix. That's the type of tier that I need Jackson Dart to be on, for real. Again, man, if you are new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe to TP Way the Giant YouTube channel, where you get, all type of content from myself. I just put out a jersey collection video. I want to, kind of dip and dabble in things like that as well, where I'm just kind of, just the nerd side of me just comes out when it comes to the fan base, man. So I'm going to do a little stuff like that. I mean, maybe some unboxing, situations. But, of course, I'm going to just, do what I do when it comes to just putting out Giant content. And also, man, the Aboriginal Sports Network, make sure that you subscribe there as well. Again, like I said earlier, I mean, you have a one-stop shop for just not only New York Giant football, but plenty of content there, man, and also different perspectives. I was asked earlier about the New York Knicks. You're going to definitely get that, so go ahead and subscribe, see for yourself. But on that note, thank y'all for tuning in and rocking with your boy. It felt good, man, to get back to this whole live stream form of things. I know I've been off for a little second. But, yeah, man, thank y'all for rocking with me. We're going to keep this ball rolling. I am going to keep my ears to the New York Giant streets. Before we officially get up out of here, I do want to take this time, man, to just put the link in the chat, man, for anybody that just want to chop it up real quick before we call it a day. So the link is down there. If y'all just want to chop it up real quick, feel free to tap the link before we get up out of here. Let me pull up some more Twitter shit, man. Let me see what else is on Twitter. Again, I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared to see what's up here. I don't want y'all to be looking at nothing too crazy up here. Oh look, somebody stealing my take right here. Somebody's stealing my take. Let me see. Oh, it look like we on two different. Hold on. me see. All right. Oh, I opened up a whole new joint. Hold up. Let me get it together. Let me see. Ba. Here we go. Let me see here. Here we go. All right. Yeah, so again, man, hit that link, man, before I get off, man. If y'all want to chop it up, hit that link. And we'll chop it up before I go.
Everything that, they've fought to give me, my parents, just what they've gone through and everything that, they've fought to get me to where I'm at. Probably a lamb euro. I mean, I got a couple. Not many people think I could do a backflip, and I could do it. So I guess that's hidden a little bit. Anthropology. Damn. I studied it my first couple years in college, and it's a random topic that I never thought I'd know. Probably Reggie Bush. Just moving across the country, getting to know new people, and obviously being in New York. I've never been in New York, so being here and
I'm excited for Cam's Scatterbowl, man.
Outside of Arizona and Sacramento. My parents.
I'm telling y'all, man. I think that's gonna be an underrated thing right there. That's gonna be an underrated thing. Shout out to my guy Big Dash right here. He says I need this jacket.
People have been making crazy comparisons with you and Anakin and Darth Vader, Abdul Carter. What do you think about seeing this cool stuff?
They're the same person.
Abdul's 51. What does that equal?
That jacket is tough.
Execute Order 66.
That jacket is
People
tough.
have been making crazy comparisons with you and Anakin and Darth Vader, Abdul Carter. What do you think about seeing this cool stuff?
They're the same person.
Big Dash said, thought I found it, but not exactly. Everything but the Giants on the pocket. Yeah, that Giants on the pocket what was one of the big pieces. Yeah, this was similar, but nah, that jacket is fire. I'm not gonna hold y'all. That jacket is fire. Look, I gotta scroll fast like this just in case something crazy pop up and shit. Oh shit! I don't want this to turn to TP Way the Giant at night or something like that. Let's see. All right. Jameis Winston. All right, I'm finding one more. Then we out. We seen that. Let's see. Yeah, man. Make sure that y'all go ahead, man, and follow me up here on Twitter X too, man. I just came up on a year on this thing. I actually stopped doing Twitter for a little second because it was mad annoying, but I'm back at it now, man. So Twitter and X is kind of where you would get my initial joints at. So yeah. Let me see. Yo,
you can see me, hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you, but I can hear you.
Okay. It's probably the reception.
It's like you breaking up just a little bit.
You can hear me now?
I can hear you now, yup.
Okay. Sorry about that feed. I'm outside doing the yard. I just want to check in. Everybody, y'all out there, hit that subscribe button to my man TP
Let's
Way
go.
the Giant, man.
Let's go.
Come on now. What y'all doing? If you ain't doing that, what y'all doing out there?
Come on, man. Tell them.
Come on now. This man official, he doing big things, man. Y'all need to go hit that. Seriously. And I gotta come through and I gotta show you some love, bro. You already know, man.
Appreciate you, man, like always. And I'm a piggyback off of that, man. And I'm gonna say, man, y'all must subscribe to Born for Sports, man. For anybody who's been rocking with me for some time, and y'all already know who this is, man. This is somebody who been rocking with me, in the beginning, and we've been putting out just super dope content together, man. And we're going to do the same thing, man. We're going to, continue with that theme of things, especially as the season is getting closer. Yeah, but you already know, man. We're gonna set something up. We're going to set a stream together up, man, because, we got some catching up to do for sure, man. And
Definitely.
and
I'm looking forward to it, baby.
And I always call you whenever I got to converse with people outside of this fan base, and we got to put some foots on necks.
Oh, so, you already know I'm on one for that. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, I just wanted to come and show you love, man.
Appreciate you,
what?
Man.
Listen, man, you're doing some good things out here, man. I love it. The JOB I be in the way sometimes. I don't catch every show. I got to give you the love, bro. Man. For sure. Sir. But one thing I want to say before I go, because I'm out here in the yard out here doing some yard work, I want to say one thing, y'all. We coming for Washington week 1, baby. Ain't no one scared of them dudes, man.
Talk about it.
Ain't nobody scared
Talk
of Washington,
about it,
man. Come on now.
Let's go.
Come on now. Let's not forget who was the Robitussin for this New York Giant ball club for so many years, man. Yeah, I said it, man. That defense is gonna be ready, TP. I can't wait, man.
Man, I'm telling you, I feel you. I feel the same exact way, man. A lot of people, man, look, they're going to be surprised. They're going to be surprised. Yeah. And I'm just don't say I didn't tell you.
I'm trying to tell them, man. They listen. They going to find out real soon, man. That defense, it's on Bowen if it don't work. And I'm going to be coming for him if it don't.
Yeah.
Because there ain't no excuses with this talent, baby.
See? Look, man, don't get me started. See, this is how we get to adding an extra hour to the stream and shit. See, you all got me all hyped. But, that's a fact, though. That's a fact.
Yeah, man. I can't wait, man. But I just wanted to stop through, man, show you that love, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You one of the greats on here, man. Everybody need to know that,
bro.
Man.
Appreciate you, bro, man. Like always.
I'll talk soon, brother.
Peace. Yup. Yeah, man, most definitely my guy born for sports, man. That's my guy right there, man. But, I'm going to wrap it up on that, man. Again, man, thank y'all for tuning in and rocking with me. Peace, FIFA, faux fun, man. Until next time.
AKA lion, AKA tiger, how we swinging nine, walking through the fire, certified pioneer. Keep applying pressure to the foes, going closer than night pit, closer than my abyss. Keep away the giant hit.